the Saskatoon Valkyrie. A little bit of a gobble on
Thank you, Jesus. I got it working.
kickoff, but great job for the Riot to get down there on special teams and stop the return for about a 5-yard gain. The Saskatoon Valkyries will take over at their own, we'll call it 28-yard line. They come in the champions, Elliot. They, as you said, have had a perfect season so far. But the Regina Riot, I think, just have that little extra in them today.
Give me a second, y'all.
Two big backs coming out of the backfield for the Valkyrie as well, and there is one of them. That is, of course, Sarah Wright. She will pick up about 4 on that first down, so bring up 2nd and 6. But kind of a double-headed monster, for lack of the proper term, for Saskatoon in the backfield. They have 2 very capable backs, and then again, as you said, Elfson controlling the ball as well.
Try and get things coordinated.
Elfson's in the shotgun. She rolls to her right. She puts the ball in the air. It is caught on the far sidelines, and a lot of room to run. They're going to have to try and chase her down.
Serious?
She is down to the 35-yard line before she is brought down, and I'm not sure if that was Ricky Obed, the receiver on that far sideline, number 28. I'm not sure who that was, if that was in fact Obed.
There we go. All right. What's good, everybody? All right, so I know this isn't the Rider game right now like I wanted to, but I'm going to show support,
really
obviously, to
those big plays.
Ooh, I'm a little too big for the Regina Riot right now. I told him I would watch the game.
They give the ball to Wright. She gets a pretty decent block right off.
Oh, she got to run.
When
Damn.
she gets ahead of steam up, she is very hard to bring down. She's brought down at around the 24-yard line.
Till the Rider game highlights pop up, we're gonna check this one out, man. Support women's football and all that. So if it's your first time to the channel, run over there, subscribe, hit notification bell, all that fun stuff, man. If you want to donate to the channel, you are more than welcome to donate to the channel. And like the live, man. Spam it up, do all that fun stuff, man. And if you want to watch, man. We'd love to have you on here watching with us.
3 receivers to the far side, right in the backfield. Elfson
weather is nasty right now.
Right. She takes it over the right hand.
Hey, gang
nice
tackle.
Nice job by the Riot D this time to shut her down. And in fact, I'm not sure if she even got a yard on that. I don't think the chains are going to move at all. It's going to bring up 2nd and long.
There we go. 1st and 6. I like this presentation. Although I wish they would zoom in the camera a little bit more. But yeah, that's just me.
Did get a little bit of a gain. It is 2nd and 9. Elfson calls for the ball. She's got some.
What's that 1st and 6? Got to fix that, y'all.
Everybody's in motion now, and I'm not sure if Wright went the wrong way, but the
break down and tap. Come on.
Opportunity to stop him short. I don't think that's going to happen, though. It looks like Haley Giurlami is going to pick up that first down.
Come on, girls. Get together now. Get together.
The reception, but she kept fighting for the yards. And it looks, no, it will be maybe 3rd down, but not by a whole bunch on that far side.
Now.
As far as my old eyes can see.
My old eyes can see.
And it looks like they are going to wildcat to Sarah right here. Elfson.
Come on, step up in the box. Come on, step up. Here you go,
With the wildcat.
Get her.
Right.
Yeah!
They do a fantastic job to read that one, and they stuff her in the backfield.
There you go, ladies.
Loss. It will be a turnover.
Get the offense rolling out there. Let's go.
Your Regina Riot.
That's where to start. That's a good stand right there. All right, time to go to work now, ladies. Time to go to work. Blitz coming.
Kowalski in at quarterback.
Get it out.
She has been all year.
Fade her up.
The receiver open, fighting for the ball. And they are going to call it pass interference. Yeah, you got to still catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Call the flag on him.
A little bit on the PI call, but a nice throw from Kowalski, who, by the way, Elliot, over 1,000 yards, the first WWCFL quarterback to do that in a 4-game season.
Slinging the rock everywhere. Oh, she's a badass, though. Call your game, coach. Call your game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, I guess, borderline on the pass interference call. She did have the opportunity to go for the ball herself. We'll see how that one plays.
I think this game is going to come down to a defensive game, man. Whose defense is going to move them forward.
It looks, however, like we are moving up, and it will be a penalty for the Valks. I don't have the ref's mic here in the booth, so I'm not sure. It looked like, was that face mask? Did he call the first one?
What? There's 2 flags?
There's a whole bunch of
Let's move the camera. Let's move the camera.
Yeah, this bodes well for the Riot. Kowalski in the shotgun. She's got one in the backfield. Receiver's going to go in motion just a little bit. Coach Olivier Eddy on the sidelines trying to call maybe something different on the play. Now that
No, don't you dare.
They saw what the DS got. Quick
I can't see anything. Move the camera.
Into the hands of the receiver on that far sidelines. I believe that was Bethany, right? Was it not? Yeah, I believe that. No, I'm sorry. That was Jocelyn King McGilvery with the catch for the Riot.
All right, now. Come on, ladies. Boy, they got to get it together. I know the weather's really fucking with everything, but damn.
Yeah, now that the sun is out, it is directly in my eyes. So I'm going to try and do my best. That's got to hang on to that. Pick it up, Beth. There you go. No, it is, that is going to be called no catch for Bethany O'Toole. No harm, no foul.
Come on now. Can we please move the camera? I can't see anything. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you. Move the camera. For Lord God, Claude, have mercy. I'm trying to watch, man. I'm trying to see some good football.
Riot, and then sometimes, in fact, will kick out of this short formation.
And fix the down and distance, please.
Standard, but they put the ball up in the air. Oh, and in and out of the hands.
All right, now, don't get too cute with it, Eddie.
They
Come on
had
now.
the play. They were just not able to make it, so that will be a turnover on downs for Valkyrie defense because, yeah, just in and out of the hands of the receiver, Elliot. It looks like she had
All right, opening drive. Can't be mad. Got to catch the ball, ladies. That wind is fierce.
Elson with the handoff to right. Right takes it over the right-hand side. She's made a couple of nice moves to pick up around 8 yards before she's brought down. And again, the defense was there. They just weren't able to stop her initially. Sarah Wright, a very heads-up running back for the Valkyrie. She's been doing this for a while. She knows what she's doing. She's not just going to take the first opening she sees.
Come on, Chris. Call your game. Call your game, Chris. Call your game. Call your game, brother.
2nd and 3 for the Valks. Receivers go in motion.
Got it. Go.
To right once again.
Great.
Takes it over the left-hand side. She stopped short. She's going to be about a yard short on this one.
3rd down. Get them off the field.
Go for it based on the fact, well, they went for it last time, but it was a little closer.
If you're going to blitz, scrape at some point in time. The play is going away from you.
I would be safe in betting a couple of dollars that the Valks are going to stay out there and go for this one.
Yeah, they're going to try and punch it down the throat. Come on, get in your spots. Come on, hurry.
Receivers go in motion. One more comes into block.
Run.
Elson gives the
Run.
This time she
God,
is not
no.
stopped. She's got the edge. And
Tackle, come on.
Got a first down as she gets down to around the 26.
Can't be reaching.
So good job by her.
Good run, though. Good run.
Make some room over that.
Someone got trimmers holding that camera.
Hey,
Hey, I got trimmers too. I got it from my daddy. So, hey, whoever got that, they need to hold that camera tight.
First quarter scoreless so far at beautiful Libel Field.
Come on, put the camera down. Move the camera down, people. Come on. Oh, now you want to zoom out. Okay. All right. Come on, Chris. Call it like her. Pass.
Back to pass. She's got a receiver open and hits her on that far sideline. That is number 12 for the Valkyrie, and that is Reed Thorstad. She gets it down to around
giving
the
that prime real
10-yard line.
estate
So
now.
once
Come
again,
on.
That will be a first down for the
together.
Valkyries. First and
Come on, Riot.
I guess 10, because it looks like it's going to be just outside of the 10.
Come on, Riot. Let's get it together. Oh, they're about to run it down your throat. Right at the A gap. A gap. A gap. A gap. I bet you $1 at the A gap. No, pass. Fade him up.
To pass. Little bit of contact in the end zone, but it is caught for a Valkyrie touchdown on that far sideline, and that is.
It's okay, girls. Come on.
Girlamy,
Come on.
17
Still
for
early.
Valkyrie.
Still
A nice
early.
Throw from Elfson. Good coverage, just not able to.
That was a
take
good
that one
throw.
away from her.
That was a good throw. That was a good throw. I can't even fault that. That girl was on the money with that throw. Good position. Okay. 6-0.
$7:12 left to go in the
Jump
first
pile.
point after attempt.
Jump.
Is down, up, and is good.
And it's good.
And that makes the score your Regina Riot no score. The Saskatoon Valkyrie 7 again. 7:12 left to go here at Libel Field in Regina, Saskatchewan on a Sunday night that now has gotten to be pretty darn nice out, actually.
Can we please change the down and
some severe
distance?
Weather kind of coming through earlier. We had some lightning which stopped us and delayed us by half an hour, and a little bit of rain, not too bad, but all of that seems to be done for right now.
You got this.
That stays away.
You got this, Chris. Just relax. Trust Eddie. Let him do his thing. Get some good field position. Get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't got time. We got to move. We got to move. Let's go.
Paid a little bit more attention.
Follow your blockers.
All safe and sound here at Libel Field. The Riot are going to take over after that 7-yard return at about the 30-yard
Is this the full
line.
game live? Yep, it's live as we
They're
speak.
gonna mark her
All right.
down at the 32.
Girl, let me know when they put the highlights up.
And company will come in for this second drive for them. Need to get on the board. Need to stay with them. You don't want to let Saskatoon build up. Obviously, they have a lead now. Build up much more of a lead. You want to try and hang with them in this one.
All right, come on. Get it out. Here we go.
Kowalski with a nice throw over the middle. Receiver
I hope
makes
the
catch and
Riders
picks up
did win,
about
man.
8 on that far sidelines. That
Let's
will
pick up the
bring
tempo.
second
Come on, get the
and
play in. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The jerseys are super nice. I just wish the numbers were a little bigger for my old eyes, because I'm not sure who that was on that far sideline.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
85. There you go. Thanks very much, guys. That was
Run it.
Kira DeRoe. Gonna have to work for
You
that
got a
one.
cut.
Almost
One cut.
Bethany O'Toole, I think, with the carry, and she didn't fall forward. They're probably gonna give her. I don't know. It's gonna be a little short, I think. Still, we'll see where they mark this.
What? We had Shea Patterson out there? Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. All right. This is going to be one for the ages. Sneak it in. Tush push.
Yeah, Amy Kowalski in under center, though, and Amy's got a big push, and I think she is going to get that first down.
Yep, she got the
She
first.
doesn't carry the ball a whole heck of a lot anymore, as we've mentioned on previous broadcasts, but when called upon, she is able to hang on to that ball. She gets a
Move
nice
the
push,
chains,
and
first
that will move the
first
chains.
down.
We'll continue this drive for the Regina Riot. It will be 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
You believe it's Shay? You believe it's Shay more than I do. Hey, more power to you, brother.
Four receivers to this short side. One moves up to block. Bethany O'Toole also moves up to block. Amy looks to pass. She gets it out.
Turn outside.
Fairly quickly. About a 4 or 5 yard gain, I think, is what that is going to be. Again, she's doing a nice job of getting it out to her receivers, and they're hanging on to the ball.
Get back on the line. Let's go. We got to move. Let's go. We got to move. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
O'Toole in the backfield for Kowalski. Still 3 receivers to the
You know what
short
song
side.
played in my
Everybody
head?
goes
When
and
your
goes.
legs
Amy
don't
goes
work
back,
like they
drops
used to
back
before.
pass.
They're
And
reading
a
it.
nice defensive
They're
play
reading
by
it.
the
Come
Valkyries.
on.
Shaylin DeJean
We got to
gets
mix
her
it up
hand in there
now.
to
I know you
knock
want to
that
get to your
one down.
openers, but come on.
And that will bring up 3rd and
All right, we got to punt it. They're gonna punt it. The Riot are playing against the Saskatoon Valkyries, the reigning champs.
More traditional punting formation this time.
Ooh, that's a
nice
boot.
Kick. Comes down around the 30, and it's a reverse.
No!
It's another
No!
reverse for
God,
the
no!
Valkyrie, and they get that far.
Oh my God!
Kowalski's
Okay,
gonna have to
thank
get
you.
over there, and she knocks her out of bounds. But a nice job by the Valkyrie with a double reverse.
Smart decision from
Pulling
Corey
out all the
Mason.
stops in this championship game. Kowalski possibly a touchdown-saving tackle
Right, that
around the
was
53-yard line, because she had a lot of room, it looked like, on that far sideline, Elliot.
Man, now I gotta check the Discord. Hey, follow the Discord. Join the Discord server. Come on. All right, let's get a stop right here, ladies. Let's go. Run.
Elfson was in the shotgun. She gives to the other Valkyrie back.
Yeah, they're at
This is
home.
Tegan Craig.
They're playing at
Now
Libel
into the game
Field.
Instead of Sarah Wright, and Craig picks up, it looks like maybe 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 at the Riot 46-yard line.
Fun fact about Libel Field. The screen on the field is actually from Old Taylor Field. So that's pretty cool that they were able to preserve that from Taylor Field. I've been to that field. It's very nice for CJFL. Run! Yeah!
On the snap, it was high. Elfson had to
Yes,
get up
ma'am.
and get down with it. Craig still gets the ball, but loses a yard on the play.
Move.
So great job by the Riot defense to 2 and out.
All right, they're gonna punt it now.
Long return, and it looks like Saskatoon will be punting this one away.
My only thing that I wish I could have experienced Taylor Field. I hear so much about it from all the Rider fans and how crazy it was there, and the seats and the environment. So I wish I could have experienced that at one point in time. There's a few older fields I wish I could have experienced.
It's a good kick. It comes down. It's on. It hit a Riot player. You got to get in there and get that. It kind of bounced.
Fall.
Hit her in the butt, but I think that is
Hit her
going
the
to be
butt,
no
butt.
yards because of that. So it's
This announcer's
no
all
harm,
right
no
with me.
foul. I'm not sure who it was that ultimately picked it up and had the return for the Riot, but I believe.
All right, come
again,
on,
it's
offense,
gonna
let's
be
go to
no
work.
yards because it did bounce up, hit a Riot player, and there were certainly Valkyrie players within. The Halo. Going to move it up 5. So the Riot are going to take over at their own 31, 1st and 10. 2:42 to go in the first quarter in this WWCFL championship game. Joe
Come on, ladies.
Hatzbeck, Elliot Wagner with you. We thank you very much for joining us wherever you are joining us this evening.
Yeah, there's only four or five teams in the league, but hey, they be balling. throw it to? Why double coverage, though? Oh, God. Just get the sound right. We got a nice little bunch. Nice little bunch. What you got for me, Eddie? Ooh. All right.
He is going to pick up Navy H. He's going to come up short of the first down. A nice play.
7.
Just
Okay.
That little shovel pass to O'Toole. She just was not able to get the full first down again.
That sound is ridiculous. They got to get it together, fam.
The versatility that Bethany O'Toole provides. She can play receiver. She can run with the ball, even though if you're not going to try to get these long developing runs going, if you're kind of
another punt
of the Valkyrie front seven, which honestly every team should be with the stats and numbers and play they've played. So now the Riot just going to try to play field position here coming into the second quarter.
Nice
punt.
Kowalski catches
good tackle. Good open
air,
field tackle.
Returner. I believe that was Ricky Obed on that far sideline. Again, a flag on the play, and will probably
Another
be
flag?
no yards. I don't know that 100%, but I think that's going
What
to
up,
be
Fox?
the case. So Obed doing a nice job bringing that one in the air and then getting a little bit on the ground.
Got a little women's football going on right now. Got a championship game happening. Remember, y'all, like up the live, do all that fun stuff, man.
She did make a good tackle. Diving in, she's getting some.
Your thoughts on how
love from her teammates here
reverse
on this near
defense
sideline, but
looked tonight?
came in a little bit too hot. Good punt by Kowalski, as you mentioned. Fortunately, Valkyrie once again starting around midfield.
1:52 to go here in the first quarter of this WWCFL championship game.
How did their defense look tonight?
Elfson's got one in the backfield. That looks like it is Tegan. She's got a couple of receivers to the far side.
Pass.
Back to pass. She puts it up to her tall receiver on that far sidelines. That is brought in by Reed Thorstad.
I haven't seen anything yet. I don't know what happened, Kurt. I don't, so I can't really say just from
that was Ashley over
You'll
there
be
getting that tackle.
thoroughly
Valkyrie so far
impressed
doing a
with
good
the
job.
Riders.
Different
Ooh!
route concepts. They are able to break.
Thoroughly
the Riders'
impressed.
Zone press.
Is that what
here
it says?
For the moment, that inside
Yep, thoroughly
half
impressed.
Nelson was able to come back and make the play.
Sorry, she got
Second and
pop out
6.
Shoulders.
One in the backfield. 3 to
Ooh,
the
watch
short
yourself, watch
side.
yourself, watch yourself. Don't be offsides.
Everybody goes in motion. Almost everybody.
Pass!
Elfson fakes the handoff. And it's
Pick!
Oh!
Oh, come on!
It was in and out of
That
the
was to the
hands
crib.
of Raylan Schaefer.
But way to break
I was
on the
already
ball,
giving her
though.
The interception, because that's who it went to. It wasn't even going.
All right,
to
get him off
one
the
of
field. Let's go
Valkyrie,
punt.
Receivers, but
Let's get
all
the
of
ball
that
back.
said,
Let's move
ball
downfield.
falls incomplete. It is, however, third down.
So Ricky Obed was the intended target, but it looked like Elfson was under a severe amount of pressure towards her blind side. So you just had to get that one off. And if you're the Riot, you have to be kicking yourself. Schaefer, that is a game-changing interception here. Down by only 7 against the best team in women's football, debatably ever.
Right.
No!
45 is onside, and then there's also a problem on the kick. And we'll let this
They ruled
humanity
it's Riot
sort
ball.
out.
All
Right,
right,
kept it.
Whew.
Yes,
Lord,
they
thank
ruled
you.
this Riot ball.
That's good.
No yards. But yeah, kind of talking a little about in the opening quarter, it feels like the Valkyrie not getting into full gear as we've seen in past games and past seasons. And even past championship games, they've won 4 straight. They're looking for their 8th.
Yep.
Or excuse me, they're looking for their 9th. So
Oh, my
they've
Lord
won
Jesus.
8.
Get the sound right,
And it feels
people.
like in those games, they've really blown them out in the first half. Here, only coming out with the 7, having punted twice. It seems a little bit uncharacteristic, but even more uncharacteristic that the Riot aren't taking advantage.
They're
Good.
doing a nice job keeping it in the air. I believe.
Can we
King
run it a
Gilbert
little
on
bit,
that
though?
Far sideline? No,
Jordans.
that was Hope.
Few
Jordans,
penalties,
right?
though?
Yeah, that was Hope. Hope was
Okay.
away the last home
Got
game.
some discipline.
Not the playoff game, but Hope Jordans was away somewhere in Europe, I think, trying out for a basketball team over there. But nice to see Hope back. Lots of other receivers have stepped up, but nice to have.
Come on,
Hope
let's hurry
back
up.
As well.
Yeah, I've spoken about it before, but I remember her from her Briarcrest Clipper days. I was a basketball player, very talented multi-sport athlete, and right now she's the reliable target here for Kowalski as the game gets
Oh
started.
my
So-
goodness.
Tool
Got a
with the
block.
carry.
Got a
She is
block.
met in the backfield. A really nice job.
Well, that's
by-
normal for Hamilton. I
believe
mean,
that was number 52 for the
what do you
Saskatoon
expect?
Valkyries, and that was Emery.
Milanovic ain't gonna have much
Stuffing
time there if
O'Toole
he
in the
if he don't get it
backfield, and
together
was, in
within
fact,
5
a
weeks.
loss of a couple of yards, so that will bring up 3rd and 5.
Abogawak's the interior leader of that defensive line for the Valkyrie. She's the biggest body. She's the strongest player.
Another punt.
And any kind of run going her ways, she's going to be able to shut off pretty much any kind of lineman. So those long developing outside stretch plays are almost going to have to get kind of relooked in favor of maybe some dives or some counters trying to make some holes.
We were no better.
Traps the defensive linemen of the Valkyrie.
8 penalties,
they're
70-some
not going to
yards.
win one-on-one, unfortunately.
Last play of the
Ooh,
first
good
quarter
kick.
as Kowalski kicks it away, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that. He's still walking. It looks like about the 49 is where they're going to give that one to Kowalski. That is going to do it for the first quarter. It is your Regina Riot no score, the Saskatoon Valkyries 7. You are watching WWCFL Championship action, and we thank you for doing that. I'm not exactly sure my voice cracked like a teenager there, but it did. So, you know, it is what it is. But I think, Elliot, that the Riot are going to walk away from that first quarter satisfied, I think.
Yeah, it's something of a small win for what you were able to do, especially defensively against the other side. But some teams
I've heard
absolutely
better
have to be
sound
made.
quality
On the ground,
and
you
a
have to
spelling bee.
establish
You ain't
something
lying there,
in the game.
Piggy. You
I
ain't
think
lying.
that starts on
Except
the
a certain
offensive line,
QB
which
playability status is determined
they
for a
haven't been
certain
able to
team
win at
after
all
a
in the
hard hit.
trenches.
Wait,
Really.
what?
I get that Saskatoon is
We already
a
talked
very
about
tough
here.
team, but this is the
Oh,
championship.
Lord
You have
Jesus.
to find some way to win. It feels like they're doing well in the air. It feels like the effect of the weather, effect of the wind.
All right, come on now, ladies. Let's get to work.
Kind of left both the stadium and the minds of a lot of these players. So I think that is no longer really a talking point and no longer really an excuse. As for the Valkyrie, they're going to have to make a couple more big plays as opposed to that first drive and that punt return. Feels like they've gone a little bit cold, but that can easily change in an instant with the dynamic backfield they have and the incredible quarterback they possess.
Start of
Run.
the second quarter, 1st and 10. Sarah Wright back in the game
She
for the
just run it
Valkyrie, and
through.
she takes off for about a 5-yard run, maybe 4.
Can't give up those 5, man.
before
She
she
ran
is
through them like
taken down
X-Lax.
by a
Let's
number
go.
of
Come on.
Players. So that's the thing I talked
By
about
the way, there was a
earlier.
lightning
They have
warning.
got
Thank
two
God
very
there was no
solid
weather
backs
delay.
due
Thank
to
the
Saskatoon
Lord.
Valkyrie, so they're able to rest Sarah Wright for probably half of that quarter, and she's going to come back in fresh to start this second quarter, Elliot.
Another big thing that's the
Are you
difference
about to
between the
go?
Riot and the Valkyries, while the Riot maybe have a bigger
better not
player
ever
pool,
go to cell
bigger
block
player
one.
roster, feels like the Valkyrie are have that size advantage. We've seen it in the trenches.
Oh,
We
yeah,
see
the
it on
Riot
the
have
ground.
one of the best logos,
So it's
man.
going to be the front 7 of the Riot that kind of win this
Pass.
game for the Riot.
2nd and 6,
Oh,
and
my-
it is a reception for the Valks.
Can
And that
y'all
was a
move
nice
the
play.
camera?
They kind of faked it to go to right, but then they ended up throwing it to Ricky Obed, and Ricky fairly quick. Number 28 is she, brought down by Ashley Clayton at the 25, but not before a large pickup and a first down, so that will move the chains quite a bit.
You're
for
moving the
Valkyrie.
chains,
A
but
nice
you can't
play
move
by
the
them.
camera.
Ashley
Move the
Clayton was the one
camera.
intended to be in coverage, but Obed, a lot of miscommunication being run through.
Russian
Looked
American
like a
Football
couple
League.
players kind of ran
Please,
towards the middle
enlighten
of the
us
field,
about
ran
the
through middle of
Russian
field. Seen it a
American
couple times
Football
at
League,
Saskatoon,
girl.
but
Thank
that's
you.
been their offense through the air.
Roll out pass.
Elson drops back to pass. She's got a receiver open-ish on that far sideline. The intended receiver was Reed Thorstad. She maybe had a step on her defender, but Elson led her just a little too far that time.
Yeah, the secondary communication has to be a factor, but when that isn't a problem for the Riot, it feels like their defensive backs are playing really well. The coverage was good there, forcing Elfson to make a deep throw. Reed Thorstad was the intended target on that deep corner towards the far pylon, but on the run, Elfson, that was going to be a tough throw any day of the week, so they'll just try to work things a bit slower here. They are in field goal range for Grace Moeller, who has made the most field goals in the entirety of the Prairie Conference.
Second down,
Oh,
they fake the
play action.
handoff to right. They throw it over here to this short sideline, but the
There
Riot
it
do a
is.
nice job to bring the defender down after the catch. With the reception was Haley Girolami, but a number of Riot players in on the tackle
I'll have to check
bring
that
her
out.
down short of the first down, and we will in fact likely see a field goal attempt here.
Kaylin Howie was the one initially there on the tackle, but the Riot made the smart play. The last time that Haley Girolami got in a reception, she was able to shake off a numerous amount of Riot defenders and push for a first down. there, a good rally job, a good communication. And now we will get what's going to be a 30-yard kick about along the right hash.
Field goal.
Reed Thorstad with the hold for the Valkyrie. The ball is back. It's down, and it is good.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Makes the score. The Saskatoon Valkyrie 10, your Regina Riot. No score, 12:56. Lots of time left to go here in the second quarter, but small victory of holding him to a field goal there.
Yeah, I think for both sides, it's somewhat of a small victory. The Valkyrie really weren't moving all that well through the air. They tried to, obviously, with that deep ball to Reed Thorstad. That ended up being incomplete. Feels like their line kind of broke down in a couple of those deep passing plays. They're able to work the short game, able to establish that. Their run game, obviously, is going to be dominant throughout, but you can't get 10-yard runs consistently. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes forward. But overall, small victory for both sides. Valkyrie get a little bit more of an
Seems
advantage.
like the league should have hired
Right,
old
get the ball to
Maury
35.
Kimmerman. They
Kowalski
knew how to
in
stay with
at
the action.
quarterback
Facts.
still. She has got Eve Niedercut in the backfield now as well.
I think the Riot called timeout. They didn't have enough linemen coming out.
Come on, let's get
Brittany
together.
Boschman, the right tackle, was not present for when the snap was about to happen, and then when play was whistled in, she couldn't make a substitution, so the Riot are going to have to burn their first time out of the half.
94 yards from goal line to go. Jesus Christ, I'd be tired as hell. I'd been tired about the 50.
In the first half, I was kind of watching the fan. I'm not sure if she was yelling at the Riot or cheering them on as she walked the entire length of the fence. I think I'm going to go with cheering them on.
Hey,
Yeah,
nice
Nice crowd
support.
this evening.
Yeah, a lot of visiting fans came from Saskatoon to see today's game. There was a little bit of a worry about this game being canceled, but thankfully we get to see both fans really come out in droves here.
Kowalski, she's going to put the ball up in the air again. She's got a
No!
receiver, but it comes down short, and that was an easy interception for number 85 for the Valkyries.
Oh, my
Still
Lord
on her feet.
Jesus.
They're trying to get to her there. She is now taken down, but not before the interception. I believe that was Kelsey Murphy, the defensive back, and that is an easy one as that one kind of stayed up in the air a little too long.
Yeah, Murphy does the right thing in her zone coverage spot, chasing Katie Kachula, who makes
Come
a
on, we
big
try to
mistake,
finish
doesn't
the
look
story.
back for the
Let's
ball.
go.
She's expecting that
Get
one to be a
together.
lot deeper. Riot trying to break this one open, but that could be the turning point they need. Very smart play there from Murphy. Trying to run
Come
around
on,
a little
let's
bit.
get
As
it
seems
together,
every
ladies.
single
Let's go.
defensive back to ever play football tries to do when they get an interception. Just run east-west wherever they want to go. So Valkyrie got a pretty good return and pretty great field position here. A chance to make up for their field goal only drive last time.
Sarah Wright with the
There we go.
carry for the Valkyrie. She will pick up 4 as she is tough to bring down. The Riot doing a nice job of containing her, but not again before she picks up 4. It will be 2nd and 6 from around the 28-yard line.
Braylon Schaefer, tackle leader
Come on, let's
for
get
the
it together,
Regina
ladies.
Riot. It will make another play standing right in the center of the defense. She's going to have a lot of encounters here with Sarah Wright as this game continues.
2 receivers to the
If
far
they
side,
score
right
one
in the
more time.
backfield. We'll see. Elfson gives her the ball.
Oh,
Sarah
my
Wright
God.
takes it over that left-hand side. She's got a couple of Riot defenders
There we go.
in
All right,
chase.
good tackle.
But Raylan Schaefer gets there, but not before the chains will move once again as Wright picks up another Valkyrie first down.
The Riot defensive line was able to penetrate the Saskatoon offensive line pretty well there, but I think because of the high snap
Caramedic
and
training.
that delayed outside handoff to Wright, it was almost as if
Yeah.
it was kind of a draw.
That Caramedic got a lot of work to do. He
And
zooms
Elvis
in
was
at the
able to get
right
that
and the
ball
wrong
out, Wright
time.
able to get
So
a good carry
Hey.
broken off. There
on what is it? On-site
First
trading.
and 10 from the 21-ish yard line are the Valkyrie.
Crap.
Elfson drops back to pass. She puts the ball up in the air. There is a flag on the play. Thorstad gets taken out of bounds at about
Holding.
the 1 yard line. There is a flag on the play. Pardon me, that was Ricky Obed with the reception. I believe coming back, though, on holding, and I did
Holding.
see the ref throw that one quite early.
Offense.
So, yeah, that one's going to come back, thankfully, for the Riot because Obed got down to the 1.
Yeah, Elfson has tried to roll out a couple of times to mediocre success. Riot have been able to break through that bootleg protection pretty well.
Push him back.
Puts him in a first and much longer. 1st and 20 now. Pushes him back to the 31-yard line. So Riot definitely need a big defensive stop here. 1st and 20. And I'm not exactly sure what the ref is going on about.
Zooms further and further out after every play, showing more of the sideline. I can almost see what.
Not sure if it was a timing thing.
Well, shit, tell me what Gatorade they have it, because I would like some.
Oh, they just wanted a play clock. They just wanted the play clock to be reset.
There we go. Thank you. You are the brains of this operation.
If it's
my
blue,
friend.
we in there.
Oh,
God, he zoomed in.
Like
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
I think it was at 13.
Elfson in the shotgun. Receivers go in motion.
Oh, got her.
She drops back.
Got her.
There's
Got her.
Great pressure.
Ah!
Not able to get to her. And then
Yes, good breakup.
knocked down. Nice defensive play all around. Some great, fantastic.
Better breakup than Bobby
and
or
then
Whitney.
the nice
I love
knockdown
it.
by Cameron Maurer as well. And I didn't see who got that pressure on Elfson. Elliot, did you
Yeah,
get who that was?
I'm not sure either, but
Need more
Arden
pressure off the
Clear
front-
was the
from the
intended
front
target.
lines.
Maurer was able to knock that ball out.
Flow
I
to the
think
quarterback.
this bootleg kind of offense that the Valkyrie are kind of trying to roll with should probably be maybe taken out a
Keep the
little
camera
bit.
right there. Just the
They've been
zoom
rolling
is
it a couple
perfect.
times, and they've either gotten pressure on the backside or they've just been completely flushed. To the
Okay,
point
zoom
side.
out a little bit, play a little bit,
We gotta look for something else when it comes to that. They've been running the ball really well. Maybe they stick to that even in 2nd and long.
Yeah, 2nd and 20.
Pass.
Elfson drops back to pass. She's
Fuck.
got a receiver over there.
Yeah!
Regina Riot. It comes down into the hands of the Riot. It is at the 10. And again, my apologies. My old eyes cannot see the number on that far sideline
Woo!
with the pick. But it is
Ooh, we get a replay?
turnover for the Regina Riot and trying to gain a whole bunch.
Yeah.
There. Deep.
Intended target there was Caitlin Spur. She was open running kind of that wheel route, that kind of streak route play.
145
And I wanna
net.
say
Oh shit, that was
was
that's a good day right
Cameron
there.
Maurer.
Got to crack 100 though.
I want to say.
Might have been Kat Nygum as well, because she's getting a lot of congratulations.
I'm kind of scared
on
that
the
nobody this
sideline,
season
so
will crack 1K
we'll
in
give it
rushing.
to both of them, and we'll
Yeah,
let them figure
I
it out
think it
later.
was Kat Nygum. You're right. Number
Yeah.
29.
Yeah. So great, actually, pretty good defensive stand there for the Riot, obviously.
They needed that.
Including the turnover. Now they need to move
Not
the
that.
ball.
Run the ball!
Out of the hands of the receiver.
Run the damn
And
ball, Eddie!
Interception, Valkyrie. For Danielle Girolami, and it is also
Run the
touchdown.
damn ball!
It is a pick 6 for number 10.
Yeah, that is not what you want to happen. Girolami making a great cut.
Not
almost
the-
tipping it up
not the-
and into
no,
her own
no.
arms. Really, really poor play there from Kowalski. She had to know that was there. Great way to respond for the Valkyrie. That was
Run
a
the
little
ball!
chance, and they just let it slip through their fingers.
Point after attempt to come. 9:40 to go. The score now 16 to no score for the Valks. Again, with the point after due to come. Thorstad with the hold. A little bit of a high snap. Penalty as well. Point after is good. Offside on the
going on?
Riot. They will decline that, and the extra point will be good. And there
You
is
get an
also a
interception,
Riot player down.
and on the
Now
first
she is up,
play,
so
Come
I think
on.
it's all going to be
We're getting too
okay
cute with the
for-
calls.
I believe that was number 98. Is that number 98 for Chris Fox, defensive lineman for the Riot? She's making her way off, though.
Hell
Wow.
yeah,
That
I'm
was,
shit. I might have to call
an
Scott.
interesting minute of football there from
Shoot.
relation to. What the
Why
heck
would you
just
call?
happened?
Why would you call that?
Yeah, that. Yeah, I mentioned how that's that opportunity.
Stay
was-
together, but
Right.
damn.
They almost gave it away back to the Valkyrie.
I'm not liking it right now. Our sense of
getting back
urgency.
into some
They
dominance. Now
can't be
up by
walking.
17.
We got to get to our spots. Let's
Really
go.
rolling. They're gonna win.
Why am
the
I saying
field
we?
battle with that
Okay.
offside look.
I need the Riot to show a little sense of urgency right now.
Things could be getting ugly real quick, and the Riot had a chance.
No
to
shit,
stop it.
Sherlock.
Riot are going to have to get a nice return here. They've got two returners back. Valkyrie kicked the ball away.
Secure the ball.
And
There
it
you
is
go.
going to roll into the end zone, and that's not what you want because you're going to have to get out of there. She's got some room to run now, and she's got a bit of a head of steam.
Backed
Gets
up
out to
again.
the 10, and that is where Kowalski and company will take over. So things kind of starting to unravel just a little bit for the Riot, because you don't want to let that ball get past you, get deep into the end zone. Yes, you were able to get back out to the 10, but you would have liked to have got a little better field position than that.
Ain't out of it yet, but still, it's rough.
Yeah, running back trying to get that, you think that she's going to take a knee. That seems like the very common, very smart thing to do, but electing to come out, she's lucky she didn't get caught inside the 10. She got caught right at it. So that's something for the Riot to work with, but still no good.
Well, we've talked about it before. It's just got to happen. Amy Kowalski, one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the WWCFL, threw for over 1,000 yards this year. She's got to get some receivers open. She's got to find them. And they got to move the ball, and they got to get on the board here with 9:26 left.
The funny thing is they're not even getting pressure on her.
They cannot let this get too much further out of hand if the Riot want to stay with the Velks on this one.
Yeah, it appears that Riot kind of panicking a little bit with their play call. They're trying to
Carol, check and see if TSN or CFL posted it. I'm just curious.
Second and 10 from their field position being really poor.
Kowalski just off on that one. The receiver was coming in. Kowalski thought she was going out. It looked like she almost thought she was going out and up. The ball falls incomplete, and it will be a 2-and-out quick.
Come on, ladies, let's get together.
Riot.
Again, it's Jaden Magnus. At this point in the game, I'm not so sure about going that deep, that quick. Obviously, on second down, I'm just talking about the first down play. You have to try to establish some kind of run game on the interior.
Thank you.
You know, you can
I've been saying that.
They've not allowed many rush yards. I mentioned only 253 all season, all regular season. But you have to try at least. This is a championship game. You can't let those numbers sit in your head. You have to try to establish some kind of play. Because right now the Riot offense has not.
Yeah, Kowalski just going to give up the 2 points on this one and try and swap the field a little bit here. So that will make the score now. The Saskatoon Valkyrie 19, your Regina Riot.
Keep me posted and let me know.
8:55 to go in the second quarter. Lots of time, but the Riot definitely
I ain't got nothing for you.
And the Valkyrie are going to get the ball back, albeit a little deeper in their end after that.
I ain't got no kibbles and bits for you.
Given up.
Yeah, it's true they have a lot of time, but right now they have absolutely
because she
zero
had heat,
momentum,
and she, you know, she's horny. So
yeah, unfortunately, you know, they had the
it's
turnover
my daughter's
and
cat.
Just gave the
That's
ball
her
right
responsibility.
Back. That was quite the swing. You know,
Go.
deep in your own zone,
Go.
obviously not the time you want that to happen. But with all of that said, the defense has been playing fairly well. And they just have to get out there. They just got to make some plays. Yeltsin
I want dogs, and she wanted a cat.
I believe she has got number 22, Tegan Craig,
I'm a dad,
in the
so
backfield currently, not Sarah
what my daughter
Wright.
wanted, she
and
gets.
I lied. It is, in fact, Sarah Wright with the carry. She picks up a couple of yards. But again, a nice job by the Riot D to stop Sarah Wright, because that is never an easy task.
No, not at all. And that's kind of feels like a play that the Valkyrie have been relying on all season, kind of letting Wright just run through the entirety of the any defense they really face. And right now, Riot kind of standing their ground a little bit defensively. They've been
you got 3 cats.
been able to apply some pressure on Elfson. They've been able to stop the run, only gain a 2 there. But they have to have some good communication in the interior when it comes to passing and when it comes to the zone coverage, because that's where it's burned them.
Got to get a nice 2-and-out here, and in fact they will, because a nice job by number 77 of the Regina Riot, and that is Utende
3rd and 5. They're going to
and
punt
a
it.
nice job
Better field position.
Bring Sarah Wright down for a short gain. It will bring up 3rd and about 5, and I would assume the Valkyrie will kick this one away.
Again, Dimbo was really brought down by her blocker, was able to reach out, just make a tackle. Riot have been doing good defensively. It's just the offense
have they, though?
Shooting themselves in the foot. They have to play a little bit slower. Now with the ball back, now
Could be
you
better.
get 2 and out. Now you can start running the ball. Work very simpler.
2 returners back.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's
Little
get
bit
it.
of a problem on the reception, for lack of the proper term. Big hit as well by, I think that was number 88. I think that was Sarah Wright. In on the tackle as well.
I'm already knowing that,
she will
I'm
pound
already
it on
knowing.
the ground. She will also get down and do some special teams tackles. And not a great return, but field position not as bad as it was. The Riot are going to take over 1st to 10 from their own 43-yard line, Elliot.
Yeah, it feels like the
What's
Riot
up on
kind of
me
trying to
for?
play a little bit away from the Valkyrie's strengths when they really should be looking at their weaknesses, which right now has been their secondary and in their communication, which they should be looking at.
Well, she's able to break the one tackle. Is she going to be able to? She does actually get away from everybody. A nice job after that one looked like it was not going to go anywhere. Katie Kachula with that little pitch. And a nice job to break free of the defender and actually turn what was looking pretty ugly of a play into an 8-yard gain.
I want to say that the Valkyries showed 7, if not 8, coming in on the blitz there, and they all came. I was really expecting Kowalski to maybe audible out of that, maybe throw something towards the outside one-on-one coverage, but she rolls with it, ends up working just fine. Now they are in position to run the ball, but of course they will.
There we go.
O'Toole with that carry like she's done before. This time it does work, and she is able to pick up the first down. She gets down to around the 51-yard line. So that same play that did not work earlier, Elliot, where O'Toole kind of moves in from a receiver position, that little pitch inside. This time they do make it work.
And the key part of that is letting the defensive line of your opponent kind of move past your offensive line, throwing it so that almost like a screen pass of sorts, so that your running back can make the play and get by them.
It was a pitch.
Kowalski in the shotgun. She has got, I believe that is Casey McCombs. Actually, no, it's not in the backfield. My apologies. Oh, no. In and out of the hands of the defender. That is Jackie Semple. That is not able to hang on to that one. It would have been a pretty outstanding pick if she was, because she did get just one hand on it. But Kowalski threw that one into some heavy coverage again. Her receivers were getting open earlier, and I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, Elliot.
I think it's just the pressure. Danae Holinsky was the player on that last attempt. And here we go, Valkyrie showing themselves blitzing. I think they're going to maybe drop one. They dropped 2.
Taking too long.
It is a reverse, and she's got to get out there. Nope, she's not able to make it work. Brought down, not initially by number 55, but Danae Holinsky definitely broke that one up, saw that play coming. They tried that reverse. If she would have been able to get by her, she might have had some room to run. And that is one of those ridiculous statements that I always give announcers grief.
I heard the wind was wild.
If she would have been able to make that work, it would have been great, but she wasn't able to make it work.
Yeah, this is either on Chanel Ryu or Katie Kachula, who's the one that ends up with the ball in their hands, but Ryu was just holding it out there for so long. Kachula ended up being very, very late making that play. A complete drive killer. Great play design, great situation to use it, but just horrible execution from the Riot.
Right, still trying to get back in this game. They do
typical
kick the ball
Saskatchewan.
away. It is brought down around the 42-yard line by the Valkyrie, and they.
I've experienced their snow for the first time this year, like in December after my son was born. And man, I'd say it was cold.
This is the Wwcfl.
I mean, you had to the cold and the wind would just violate you. You had to put your shit on, put your coat on, do something, man. You can't be walking out here in shorts.
Again, a great crowd here. Thanks so much for some inclement weather earlier on and a
storm chasers
going on in town at the same time. Very nice crowd here, and a good job by the Riot D to
what is this, Twister?
shut her down after maybe a 2 or 3 yard gain. Tegan Craig with the carry.
My black ass is not chasing any. You hear me? I ain't chasing no storm. My ass is bunkering down. We getting in the foxhole. I'm not finna sit there and chase nothing for some stats and some meteorology type stuff. Back up. Back away. Back. You better not knock over my light. No. Jasmine, can you come get the cat?
Good job stopping the run.
Please.
So maybe you can drop a couple.
Get her.
Elfson's going to hang on to the ball herself and makes the right decision, as she really had nobody open. And I'm not sure if that was a designed play or not, but it did work out well for the Valkyries as Elfson moves the ball and gets it into Riot territory down to, I'm going to give her the 47-yard line.
I could see some of the Valkyrie coaches screaming at Elfson just to run it. She had such a clear lane. She also had Ricky Obed, her downfield receiver, throw an absolutely incredible block, nearly held it for just a little longer.
Yeah, that's better than
but instead,
all right, come on.
Valkyrie are going to get
pressure.
over
Thank you, baby.
midfield with under 5 to play.
Craig in the backfield for Elfson. She hands it off to her. And this is where the Riot defense has shone. And again, they do a nice job of bringing her down for a very short gain. The defensive line of the Riot have done a very nice job of shutting that interior run game down, and that was again Yetende Akindibo with the stop.
All right, bye.
Yeah, they're kind of pushing the Valkyrie a little bit away from that. They've been really rolling with this bootleg style because they're almost kind of playing away from the strength that is the Riot front four. It's been so dominant. Now they just got to hope that they're back.
Negative 35 Celsius with wind. Oh, hell no.
Here with the apparent passing play.
Yeah, Elfson's
I'm going to need
drop
2
back,
fur
and
coats.
She's got a little bit of pressure. Nice try, but not able to quite get there. She gets the ball away, in and out of the hands of the Riot defender, but into the second Riot defender's hands, and it is a interception.
2 of them.
Riot, and I believe it is again number 29, Kat Nygam with the pick for the Riot. A couple of
all right, now let's turn it into some points.
Their hands on that, and as well a great job on pressure.
Way to
the
shift.
Riot D-line.
So is Kiara Donaldson there with the pressure, making a diving attempt at Elfson that she had to focus on, couldn't focus on the coverage of the Riot.
Good tip.
It is Raylan Schaefer who's there, able to get the tip. We'll call it a tip. It was a drop, but we'll call it a tip right into the hands of Nygam for a second interception.
Kowalski over the middle with the reception. She is brought down at the 35-yard line. That will be a pickup of 5 for O'Toole.
Y'all spoilers
be
be killing
production
me.
on first down, but they've got to move the ball. They got to get on the board here in the last 3 minutes and 8 seconds in this first half, Elliot.
Yeah, with the 3-minute warning coming up, you still got one more timeout
Eddie.
in this half. You're at pretty decent field position. You don't need to worry about going deep too far. I do like that play to O'Toole.
Come on, ladies, let's go to work.
I think they can maybe work something a little more safe, maybe to Jordan's over the middle.
Run it.
They take the handoff to O'Toole. Kowalski rolls to her right. She's got a receiver open, but she pulls up. It looks like I thought she pulled up a little bit lame, did that intended receiver Chanel Ryu, but not able to get there. I'm not sure. Maybe she's kind of hobbling back a little bit because she was open and Amy led her just a little too far, but I think Ryu maybe not 100% out there.
It was just a bit out of reach.
3rd and 5 already?
Leading receiver. Touchdown leading receiver. Receptions, yards, reception touchdowns, total touchdowns, as I already mentioned. She hasn't gotten a catch in this game. I think that was her first target of this half. It's been rather kind of disappointing thus far for the Riot. That throw a little out wide, but still something the Riot were kind of relying on.
Kowalski kicks it away. Kind of goes off the side of her foot, and this is going to be no yards, and it is going to be at about the 42-yard line.
My God.
That number 5, Jackie Semple of the Valkyrie lands on it. So 2:36 to go, and the Valks are going to have pretty decent field position here, Elliot.
How are y'all surviving over there at negative 45? How are you living?
Sorry.
Like, what do y'all do when that weather is like that?
It's going to move it up quite a bit. Some kind of changes in the half have to be made for the offense. I'm not totally sure what it's got to be. I don't know if it's the protection that's not doing well enough to like affect Kowalski's comfortableness in the pocket. I'm not sure, but something has to be changed, whether it's the run game, the play call. I think they may have to reset the play clock. I'm not sure what's going on here. We got a bit of a break in the action, but yeah, I think that's been the biggest difference, has been this Riot offense. The Valkyries' defense has done its job. It hasn't been necessarily like outstanding. It hasn't made any big plays. Obviously, 2 interceptions, a pick 6, that's going to do it for you. But
come on, Zebras, let's get it together.
Otherwise, the Valkyrie haven't been this dominant dynasty that we've seen in the Wwcfl, especially in championship games. Looking at this whole regular season, they've just taken the opportunities that the Riot have really given them, which has been the big key difference from a champion versus a contender.
Refs are talking about something, so while I have a moment, I want to thank very much the ladies of the Ovarian Cancer Society. They have been supporters of the Regina Riot for a number of years now, and obviously the Regina Riot, the opposite of that as well. They support them in their ovarian cancer walk. We have our teal game every year, but they come out, they run our 50-50, they help us at the door, they sell the merchandise. The ladies of the Ovarian Cancer Society are an integral part of this Regina Riot team, and if you see them, say thank you, support them, donate to them as well. So again, ladies, Thank you so much for doing that. Yelfson in the shotgun. Sarah Wright in the backfield. They hand it off to Wright. She takes it up the middle. A nice job by the Regina Riot to shut her down
job,
pretty
ladies.
quickly once again. I believe that was Emily Belanger with the tackle.
Yeah, you'd be right. Belanger with a fantastic, just coming off the edge with the wrap.
You just throw a sweater under your jacket. That's it. Hell no, no.
Any more linebackers? With this front three
When I
again,
came
just
from the West Final, that
continue
was
to be
brutal for
dominant
me.
in the
And
rush
coming
game.
from the States,
Able to bring
in
pressure on the
Washington,
blind side.
shoot, we don't
That's
get
where
cold. We don't get
currently
cold like
Bellinger's
that.
playing.
That was
Look for
wrong.
her on the top of your screen on the defensive line.
Fox, that
Second
was
and
wrong.
9
The weather
for
they
the
had up there for
Valkyrie.
your boy.
Elfson drops back to pass. There's a flag on the play. She's just going to throw this one away. There's kind of an intended receiver out there. Maybe, I'm not sure if Ricky Obed would count as a receiver because she was about 10 yards away from it. But there was a flag early out. I'm not sure if it was offside or what it was.
What about a
As the
scarf?
refs
Will a scarf do
continue to
anything?
discuss.
Yeah, I think this is gonna maybe bail out Saskatoon. The flag came out pre-snap, and it looked like the play was going to be ended. Valkyrie's moving back. This is gonna go against Saskatoon.
Yeah, offside on the Valkyrie.
Long sleeve shirt under our jerseys. Yeah, hey.
And the Valkyrie
Y'all
will,
Warriors.
I assume.
I gotta get
punt
used
this
to that
one away. I
Canadian
don't think
cold,
they're gonna
man.
Try a 49-yard field goal. No, not 49. Do the math, Joe. Come on, buddy. 7-2. Yeah, 49. I had it right. No, it's not right.
I need to protect my neck, or I could usually
They're
catch
not.
cold.
They're not at the 42.
Shit, I could even touch. I could
Yeah,
even
they're
feel my
punting.
toes,
So I don't have to do the math.
my
It's
nether
just-
regions,
Okay,
nothing.
fine.
Shoot,
Thanks.
I'm gonna give me some electronic
2
hand
minutes
warmers.
and 2
You know what I'm
seconds
saying?
to go.
Next time for wherever
There
the
will
West
be a
Final is.
return.
All right, come on.
She hangs on to it, but a good job.
I'm learning on the
defender
fly.
for the Valkyrie to get in there and make that tackle. That was number 45 of Saskatoon, and that was
There's a lot of
Emily
people
Dale,
there.
Who has played for both the Riot and the Valkyrie, as she has moved from Saskatoon to Regina and continues to play football up in Saskatoon. The Riot will take over deep in their own end. 1:53 to go, and I said it the last time. I'll say it again. They probably need to score this time.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Riot are really gonna get. Their play calling has gotten a lot better, I think, towards the strengths that the Riot have been playing at. That being in the run game, and I think we got a penalty here.
Yeah,
What?
they're moving the ball back to probably the 1 by the looks of it. So
Oh my.
if you're going to score, you're going to have to do it a whole 109 yards.
Yeah, they're gonna move this all the way down to the 1.
Well,
about
then
half
shit,
yard
I'm gonna
line.
be
And
either
that's
indoors
the
or I'm gonna
reference
be
called
outdoor
on
with
the
no shirt
penalty,
on.
Or called on the punt.
I'm gonna show up to
excuse
the
me.
West Final in Mosaic, looking like
Sure
MC
that
Hammer
was,
with the
but-
suspenders and the black shorts and the loafers.
same.
Show my toughness.
It was still going to be a long drive regardless. Now it's just going to be just a little bit longer.
Taco
I'm not
meat
sure
out,
if
just
he is,
sizzling with
it's gonna
icicles
try and
on it.
Get a whole bunch here.
You better
early,
believe it.
Or if they're going to try and at least just get some first downs. Again, they've got 1 and
Pass.
50. 15 on the play clock, so that's not an issue. Kowalski trying to draw the Valkyrie offside, but that's not going to happen. I'm not sure if they're not going to just call a timeout here. I don't know if they've got one left or not. And now, everybody else is offside for the Riot. So I'm not exactly sure what they were trying to do there.
Now they're definitely
Come
running a
on.
trying to receivers, let it go, let it roll, let it roll. Trying to draw them offside, letting the play clock roll all the way down. Terrible miscommunication between her and her center.
Yeah, not sure what was exactly going on there. So, but I guess they can't push him back any
Yeah,
further.
taco meat with
That was
icicles.
Dakota Sinclair
Yeah.
who's the center, and that's just going to be
None of
a
that
loss
beyond
again.
meat,
Yep.
piggy.
With the
I'm
time
talking
count,
about
that's
that
the
good old taco
alternative.
meat, that grade A.
Penalty,
Wagyu.
the opposing team can take,
Ebony
so it's
Wagyu.
10.
So now it is second and long from the
Back
1
away
yard
from the
line.
light.
Kowalski's got a couple in the backfield on either side of her. She's got one receiver to the wide side. She drops back. She's got that receiver open. If she's there, it's going to be a
Yes!
nice grab and first down for the Regina Riot.
Hurry up, let's go!
20-yard line. A nice job by, I believe that was Chanel Ryu on that far sideline.
Ryu.
All right, come
did
back.
A little deep
Keep me
post
posted.
route.
Let me know when they post it.
The Valkyrie defenders playing.
I'm gonna take a
quite tight. They were
bathroom
kinda
break at
expecting something a
halftime,
little more
and then
over
I'll
the middle,
start the live
a little
for,
more short. Kowalski
riders.
able to stand in with the pressure, deliver when she needed to. That's the play that they've been looking for this whole time. Unfortunately, it's only out to the 20, but it's a start for this drive. They got to work off of that immediately.
Still 2 in the backfield.
Pressure coming.
Kowalski drops back for the pass. She puts it out there. Her receiver again, Ryu, is not able to come down with it this time. It was a
Oh yeah, the Ebony
long
Wagyu.
pass,
You ain't never heard of that? That's that foreign stuff right there. I'm talking about. You got to go to where Tarzan is to get that Ebony Wagyu.
She made that last grab. A nice job
in the trenches.
She's going to at least take a breather on this one. 2nd and long, 2nd and 10 for the Riot still.
Yeah, that's a big loss if you're the Riot. She's been a reliable target all season, and with this pressure coming in from the Valkyries, they're going to need something.
Oh, right there. Oh, right there.
Oh, in and out of the hands. I'm not sure. That was a nice, I think that was a nice defensive play by Michaela LaRocque for the Valkyrie. I think she got her hand in there.
They
I'm not
gotta
sure if that
punt it
went off the hands of
again.
the intended receiver or not, but LaRocque with the knockdown there.
Well, Gobo was the intended target, and they are going to call the lockdown for LaRocque. I thought she came in just a little bit too early. Kowalski eyed her down the whole way. LaRocque,
Come on, ladies.
A little bit greedy, putting her hand just in front of Gobo. But no call, no harm, no foul. It'll be a punt should the Riot choose to punt this and not take the safety with 1:05 to go.
Amy's got to get a good one off here. 1:05 to go, because that is, unfortunately, a lot of time for the Valkyrie to work. And they will be in the Riot and their returners standing at the 50. It's letting the play clock go down, which is doing nothing to the time clock at this point. But a nice kick by Kowalski. Bounces over the head of the Valks and ends up being a pretty decent kick. Now, part of that was Amy kicking the ball. Part of it was it also had a really, really good bounce. But a nice job by one of the defenders for the Riot to get down there and cover. That was number 24, and that is Hope Neithercut with the special teams tackle. 57 seconds left to go in the first half.
That's a lot of time for them to move down the field. If they score again, I hope they don't score again. Lord help them. Lord Jesus.
10 for the Velks, just on their side of the center field mark. Elfson drops back to pass. She's got a receiver wide open on that far sidelines, and they are going to get a huge play out of this down to the 32-yard line. There was no coverage on that far sideline. Just a nice, quick out pass, and she got yards after the catch, and they move into around the 32-yard line of the Riot.
That was Haley Girolami, who was the one who caught the first touchdown of this game. Just left wide open on the boundary side, the far side boundary side wide out. Just no one covering her. Of course, Elfson is just going to find the quick throw, make the play. Absolute bust for the Riot.
Fuck.
Elfson puts the ball up, and the receiver comes down.
She
with a
caught
nice
it?
Catch on that far sidelines. I believe Thorstad with the reception on the far sidelines. No, number 17.
That's Girolami.
Yeah.
Back-to-back catches, back-to-back first downs. The Valkyrie, in 20 seconds, have really
They called a
made this
timeout.
drive look legit. 30 seconds to go, first and goal. And I think we got a timeout by...
All right, so once
it
it hits halftime, we're going to take a small break. I'm going to use the restroom,
Regina,
and then I'm going to come back, and then hopefully they'll have the rider
Flaws
stuff up,
so
and
far
then we'll
this
go
game.
right into that,
Their
y'all.
secondary and their communication has been revealed, and now it's being attacked.
Not a lot of time left, but deep into Riot territory are the Valkyries. They are currently up by a score
This has
of
been a tough one to watch. I ain't gonna hold you.
19-0 as we make our way just
But the
to
Valkyries are legit.
halftime. All right. Water bottles make their way off the field. Yelfson looks like she is going to
Gotcha.
be shot.
Right before
She's
you
got Sarah
fell.
Right in the backfield. Two receivers to the far side and
I'ma hold
three
this
to
light.
this short side. Now there's a little bit of movement going on out there. They're going to bring the blitz.
Uh-oh.
Elfson hangs on to the ball. She's just waiting for her receivers to get open, and her receiver is open in the end zone. Long developing play, but Elfson does a nice job of just dropping it into Girolami once again.
Absolutely, made an incredible route, coming back towards the ball, noticing that the quarterback was under pressure and Olsen. That's the first rule that receivers teach you when there's that big bootleg, when there's that play action, is if you're going deep, come back, and if you're short, go upfield. Pretty much invert your route. There, Girolami makes the great play. Kalen Howie elects to play for the receiver, just running, trying to get a hand in front, not really looking towards the ball. I believe that was zone coverage, so she should have been anyway, but really cool play.
Point after attempt is good.
26 to
it's
nothing.
Good. So that makes the score now. The Saskatoon Valkyrie 26, your Regina Riot no score, as we are 22 seconds away from the half here at Leibel Field. And I don't think
okay,
that
that's
is
how you say
necessarily
it.
the nail in the coffin, Elliot, but it does not help that, they held them, well, not held them. They got a good bounce, and the Valkyrie didn't have all that great of a starting position on that play or on that drive, but they just made the plays work, and Girolami, the star of that drive, really.
Yeah, we've seen in playoff games in the past, like last year, the Riot and the Valkyrie were keeping things close for a while until the Valkyrie kind of pulled things away. It's kind of looking like that. If we're seeing in the second half that's going to be similar to this,
this is rough.
then that
This
play
is
gonna
rough
be
to
the nail
watch,
in the
but
coffin.
Saskatoon,
Change
Chris wasn't
came
lying.
in
They're
halftime
no
adjustments.
joke.
They're talked about a lot because they're not exactly overrated. They can still be effective.
That's right.
And the Riot are going to have to make a ton of them on both
What in the
sides.
world?
A good return here will go a long way. It is taken out to
Wishful
around
thinking.
the 33-yard line, and that is where the Riot will take over. They've got 16 seconds left to work with. We'll see if
This
they
cat
just
is
drop
going
Amy
back
back to chuck something
tonight.
up deep, or if they will just take this and kneel it down and head into the locker room.
Yeah, things definitely got to change. Secondary-wise, things have to change in terms of communication.
You gotta make huge adjustments
and
at
what
halftime.
coverage they're trying to run, and just analyzing those crossers and those deep posts that Saskatoon are running. Offensively, you have to try to run the ball more. You have to try to have some kind of confidence in that. Maybe load up for some extra protection for some deep balls. Try to work something.
Kowalski's going to put the ball up in the air. She's got Hope Jordan's with the
Turn
reception.
outside.
And then Hope decides to try and toss it to somebody else. And I don't know if that was the intended play or not, but
Hook
they
and
don't
ladder?
give the ball back to the Valkyrie because there is time left on the clock.
What?
And we know what Saskatoon could do with a couple of quick plays. So all that said, it looks like the Riot did get the ball back. They lost about 5 yards on the play, though. So
I'm finna
not
put the
sure
cat
if
in the
now
other
they'll
room
just
and just call it a daggum
decide
day
to
because I'm
take this
sick
one
of
to the
this.
locker
Yeah,
room.
I don't even know. That was intentionally supposed to be a hook and ladder from Jordan's to Ryu. But Ryu, not even close to the position that she's supposed to be for that play. Really don't understand that play call at this point in the game. Valkyrie, they're showing why
Okay.
they are
All right, it's
eight-time,
halftime. So what I'm gonna do is
79
I'm gonna take a bathroom break,
time in a row.
and then
WWCFL
hopefully the Rider
champions.
game
They're
is
the best
up, y'all,
team.
and I'll be back in
I say
about
in the
we'll be
world.
back in about 15, 20
You gotta
minutes,
have a
y'all.
big second
So
half
see y'all
is the
in a